Welcome to Dance Effects. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and together with all of you, we have a fabulous program designed for your dancing and listening entertainment. We've created a space for you to come in and dance to your favorite music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. In shows to come, we will include guest artists from all walks of talent, feature talent displays by some of you out there, spotlight dancing, theme shows, music notes, contests for those in our audience as well as you at home, and much, much more. We'll also welcome any suggestions you may have concerning the show, ideas you may have, music you would like to hear, guests you would like to see perform, anything you feel that might be pertinent to the show. We'll tell you more about correspondence later. As I mentioned before, we will feature a talent segment on the show, and we'll be seeking various acts that will be performed on this very show. If you sing or dance, have a talent for music, if you juggle, if you can balance a ball on the end of your nose, we want to hear from you, and I'll tell you more about that later. Right now, we're a brand new show, and we hope you'll enjoy us and grow with us as we progress. So let's start dancing. Here are Duran Duran.
Just come on over here. Just get in the middle and dance as well.
Dancing cool.
No formal part.
Welcome to Dance Effects. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and together with all of you, we have a fabulous program designed for your dancing and listening entertainment. We've created a space for you to come in and dance to your favorite music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. In shows to come, we will include guest artists from all walks of talent, feature talent displays by some of you out there, theme dancing, all kinds of things going on here, and let's do it again. Take...
Boogie. Put something in here to put it to life. Here you go.
Welcome to Dance Effects. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and together with all of you, we have a fabulous program designed for your dancing and listening entertainment. We've created a space for you to come in and dance to your favorite music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. In shows to come, we will include guest artists from all walks of talent, talent displays by some of you out there, spotlight dancing, theme shows, music notes, and much, much more. We will also welcome any suggestions you may have concerning the show, ideas you may have, music you would like to hear, guest artists you would like to see perform, anything you feel that might be pertinent to the show, and we'll tell you more about correspondence later. As I mentioned before, we will feature a talent segment on the show, and we'll be seeking various types of acts that will be performed on this very show. If you sing or play music, have a talent for choreography, can juggle, are a stand-up comic, or can balance a ball on the end of your nose, we want to hear from you. And we'll tell you more about that later. Right now, we're a brand new show, and we hope you'll grow with us and enjoy us. And let's get dancing. Here are Duran Duran.
Catch
Formerly with the group Blue Angel, this Brooklyn-born lady has made a tremendous success with her pre-Beatle, return to golden age girl group pop-style voice. This is Cyndi Lauper. Okay. Now it's time for the Spotlight segment of our show. In today's Spotlight, Shannon.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed through the dance. The love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we would share this feeling just between us. pretending a dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. He's dancing his way back to me. Love said, let the music play. You won't get away. Just keep the groove and then you'll come back. Let the music play. Let the music play. This groove again, you know me won't leave you anymore. Let the music play. Let the music play. Just keep it come back to you again. Let the music play.
Keep on me. Okay, and let's get the name of our spotlight dancers here. We have,
Lily Piquadio.
Anthony Grasso.
and over here we have,
Helene Schneider.
Kelly Blakesley.
let's give a great round of applause, everybody. For our guest artist segment of the show, our guest artist today is a woman who's been around with us for a long time. We know her in many different capacities. We know her as a school teacher, as an artist, as a mother, but most commonly and without a doubt, most extraordinarily, as a singer and musician with the greatest versatility in musical style. Please give a warm welcome to Christine Cordone.
Get out of here, or get it together. Mama told me I should have known better. Ain't loaning my money no more. No more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more. Lost my faith, lost my feeling. Young girls' hearts thinking too reeling. Ain't loaning my loving no more. No more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more. Say what you want, say what you will. From this point now, it's only uphill. Hey! Take back your records and shove your glass ring. I saw you making love with that thing. This girl don't need relying no more. No more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more.
Thank you, Christine. Wonderful as always. Would you please introduce the band for us all?
Certainly, Jimmy. We have over here to my left. I've got my own mic, thank you.
Okay.
We have Rob Leon on guitar from Woodstock, New York. Okay, that was Rob Leon from Woodstock. Larry J. Smith on Casio keyboards with us tonight. You can see him at Binnacle Square. Last but not least, Michael Anthony on drums, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. The newest addition to the band, and a fine one, and a fine, very fine one.
Christine, I just want to ask you a few questions. Tell us, please, after that dazzling performance.
There's more to
There's
come.
more, I'm sure there's more to come. Was there much of a musical influence in your family as a child?
Yes, there was quite a bit. My father was a piano player, and my mother couldn't sing. That's where I got most of my influence.
I understand. Well, you have a 9-year-old daughter. What kind of musical aspirations does she have?
She wants to be the next future rock and roll queen of the United States.
You lived for a while in Nashville, and we all know that Nashville is famous for its country and western sound. What kind of influence did that have on your music?
Well, it made my A's a little flatter.
You sure that's all?
Made my feet a little flatter, too.
Tell me what you think about music of the 80s. You know, we used to, through the years, we've always had a lot of rock and roll idols like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison, to name a few. Who do you think are the most important influence in rock and roll industry at present?
Oh, wow. This may take a couple of minutes. No, I think there's so many that it's hard to pinpoint any one. Unfortunately, they seem to come with 1 or 2 songs and you never hear them again. But each one of the tour's songs happen to be great that are coming out. So it's hard to really pinpoint one. There's just too many great artists out there today that you can really pinpoint it to one person. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, it's a safe answer. Safe answer. I just have one last question for you. What do you feel has been the most memorable experience in your music career so far?
Probably playing with the Sparkle Plenty Band at the Pine Hill Tavern one night about 3 years ago, where the entire band played out of one amplifier, which broke down in about 2 or 3 songs after we started the gig. So we invaded Peggy O'Connell's kitchen, and we started taking pots and pans, and we ran around the tavern banging pans the rest of the night for about 2 hours. It was definitely my most memorable experience.
I won't touch that question with a rubber hose. You going to do another song for us, Chris?
I'd love to.
What are you going to do?
It's a song written by a friend of ours, Gary Burke, and Alan Harris, who is presently on the road with Mr. Joe Jackson. It's called The Easy Way Out.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Christine Cordone. Celebrating the return of trombone to rock and roll music, this is new from Thomas Dolby.
Tell me about your childhood.
At the tender age of 3, I was hooked to a machine just to keep my mouth from spouting junk. I must have took me for a fool, cause they chucked me out of school, cause the teacher knew I had the fun. But tonight I'm on the edge, let us chuck me in the fridge, because I'm burning up. I'm burning up. With the vision in my brain, and the music in my veins, and the dirty rhythm in my blood. They're messing with my heart. And they're messing with my heart. And they're messing with my heart. Once I'm messing with my heart, ripping me apart. Hyperactive when I fall, hyperactive when I'm gone, hyperactive when the night is young. In a minute I'll know. And I'm messing with my heart.
So how long have you been having illusions?
Keep on messing with my heart.
Tell me more about your mother.
Ripping me apart. Set apart, I'm on the floor. Messages from outer space. Deep heat for the beat. Rhythm of your heart. Because the music of the street isn't any appetite. It isn't any appetite. I can reach into your arms like an itch in your headphones. You can turn it up. Yeah. I'm the shape in your back room. I'm the breather on the phone. And I'm burning up. But there's one thing I must say before they lock me up again. You be safer at the back. But I'm hanging up.
Yeah, no, it's okay. When Boy George first came on the scene, no one knew what to make of him. Is he a boy, or a girl, or both? Having worn eye makeup since the age of 15 when he was kicked out of high school for dyeing his hair orange, he was used to a wide range of reactions. So it's no wonder that the group Culture Club wasn't too easily intimidated when people hoped they would just go away. But when their first album, Kissing to Be Clever, became the first solo album, the first debut album, rather, in 20 years to chart 3 top 10 singles, the last belonging to the Beatles, you better believe Culture Club is going nowhere but up. From their second album, this is Culture Club.
Is it loving in your
for this show. I'd like to thank all of you who tuned us in today. Thank you to our dancers. A special thank you to Christine Cordone. For those of you wanting to appear in the talent segment, drop a line to talent HHSR number 1 in Arkville, New York 12455. State your name and age, what it is you do, your home phone number, and your return address. For those wishing to make a comment concerning the show, write to Dance Effect, Cassin, HHSR Welcome to Dance Effects from Track 28 in Arkville, New York. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and we've got a great show full of music and dance lined up for you today. Aside from our fabulous group of dancers, we'll have a video clip of Larry Smith and the Late Night Music Band in the guest spot of the show. For those of you tuning us in for the first time, we are a dance show which allows you to come in and dance to your favorite music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. Events such as Spotlight Dance, theme shows, music notes, contests for those in our audience as well as you at home, and talent displays, where we'll give some of you talented people out there a chance to perform right here on the show. If you sing or play music, have a flair for dance, are a stand-up comic, can juggle or balance a ball on your nose, we want to put you right here on the show, and we'll give some of you the opportunity to express yourselves on TV. And I'll give you more details about this later. We have exciting plans for upcoming shows, and we hope you'll stay tuned and enjoy the show. So let's get dancing. Let's start the ball rolling down the middle of the road with the Pretenders. It's always interesting to hear the new sound of a group making a comeback after a number of years, especially when the group has been characterized by such a heightened popularity due to their incredible success with their sound and style, such as the group Yes. We identify Yes with the styles of their songs such as Roundabout and Yours Is No Disgrace, and we can easily bridge the gap in time and distinguish the fresh new sound of Yes with a group we've always kept close at heart. Here now is Yes. Now it's time for the Spotlight Dance segment of the show, where we focus on the dancing styles of several couples as they do their thing to music. Setting the theme for today's Spotlight, Madonna. Okay, now let's meet our Spotlight dancers.
Wendy Berge.
John Salvati.
Okay. And over here we have...
Journey Raboski.
Rob Leon.
Let's give a big round of applause for our Spotlight dancers. Our guest artists today are Larry Smith and the Late Night Music Band, featured in a film clip from a recent gig at the Joyous Lake in Woodstock, New York. Without further ado, Larry Smith and the Late Night Music Band.
Thank you very much.
In the world of synthesized music, these folks are among the best. These are the Thompson Twins. Talking Heads emerged from the New York underground in 1977, setting a standard for avant-garde rock that fills the mind and body with rhythms of soul music and white pop. Unquestionably, their music stirs an excitement in us that transcends our feelings of love and work on a plane of aesthetics. Their 5 studio albums, Talking Heads 77, More Songs About Buildings and Food, Fear of Music, Remain in Light, and Speaking in Tongues have progressively been climbing to a height of a richer, more intellectual sound, leading them to commercial success with Burning Down the House in the top 10. These are the Talking Heads.
Take you away. We'll be
That wraps up our show for today. We hope you've enjoyed it. I'd like to thank all our dancers for making our show what it is, and a special thank you to Larry Smith and the Late Night Music Band for providing us with a video clip. If anybody would like to share some feedback with us, you may write to Dance Effects, care of Cass Inn, HHSR number 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. For those of you wishing to participate in the talent display, write to Talent, care of Cass Inn, HHSR number 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. Include your name and age, what it is you do, your phone number and home address, and we will respond. Thanks to all of you for tuning us in today, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. From Track 28 in the heart of Arkville, New York, welcome to Dance Effects. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and we've got another great show for you today. Aside from our fabulous group of dancers, Volts will be along to perform for us in the talent spot of the show. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we are a dance show which allows you to come in and dance to your favorite music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. Events such as Spotlight Dance, theme shows, music notes, contests for those in our audience as well as you at home, and much, much more. We'll also feature a talent segment in the show where we'll give some of you talented people out there a chance to perform right here on the show. If you sing or play music, have a flair for dance, are a stand-up comic, or can balance a ball on your nose, we'll give some of you the opportunity to express yourselves right here on TV. And I'll give you the details on this later. So, if your dancing shoes are on, let's get going with Exile and the Politics of Dancing. No, nothing is slow.
Stop it when they start to play.
She's topping the pop, the adult contemporary, the dance, and the soul scene with her current single from the Footloose soundtrack. On top of this, she's also managing and producing herself, as well as she has enrolled herself in managing and accounting courses at UCLA so that she can do it all. She is the wonderful and talented Denise Williams.
My baby, he don't talk sweet. He ain't got much to say. But he loves me, loves me, loves me. I know that he loves me anyway. And maybe he don't dress fine, but I don't really mind. 'Cause every time he pulls me in, I just wanna kiss. Let's hear what the boy. Let's give a boy a hand. Let's hear it from my baby. You know you gotta understand. Oh, maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh, 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 oh. Let's hear it from the boy. My baby may not be rich, he's watching every dime. But he loves me, loves me, loves me. We always have a real good time. And maybe he sings off key, but that's alright by me, yeah. 'Cause what he does so well, makes me wanna yell. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's give the boy a hand. Let's hear it from my baby. You know you gotta understand. Oh, maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh, oh, oh. Let's hear it from the boy. Cause every time he pulls me near, I just wanna cheer. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's give the boy a hand. Let's hear it from my baby. You know you gotta understand. Oh, maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh, oh, oh. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's hear it from my baby. Let's hear it from my baby. Let's hear it from my baby. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's hear it from my baby. Let's hear it from the boy. Let's hear it from my baby.
Our guest artists today hail from the Oneonta area and are among the newest group of musicians to invade our area and become semi-regulars. Please give a warm welcome to Volts.
She had high heel shoes and had all the moving detector on me. I kept her in my sight all through the night. She looked good. As the night rocked on, something went wrong and she told me. She could turn up the lights, so I just can't see. I knew from the start she didn't fit the part of the bar queen. She didn't care, she'd make him stare all night. As the night rocked on, something went wrong and she told me. Well, she could turn up the lights, so I just can't see. Ooh, how was I to know she was full too?
Peter, would you introduce the band for us, please?
Sure enough. Bass guitar, Mark Pennyroyal. Drums, David Haynes. I'm Pete Sanabolo.
Wonderful. How long have you been playing together?
Oh, 3 years, about last week.
You do a lot of cover material.
Yeah.
What attracts you to the type of material that you choose to perform?
Dancing material mainly. We're in clubs a lot, so it has to be, you know, geared for people. Want to have a good time, party, keep them dancing.
Keep them dancing,
Yeah.
that's the name of the game.
It sells.
Is there any particular sound that you try to achieve with the original music that you do write?
Just basically it's a trio, and there's no synthesizer deals going on behind it, so it's just pure rock and roll music. Guitar, bass, drums.
Do you ever try to initiate some kind of new sound, or do you try to kind of stay in the mainstream of the music?
Yeah, it's just basically rock and roll. You know, we're just, you know, doing what each other does, you know, best.
Wonderful. Well, you keep writing the music, and we'll keep on enjoying it.
Okay.
You gonna do another song for
Yeah.
us? What's that?
The flip side of that tune, which is on a 45 called Without You.
Without You.
Yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Volts.
Something deep inside my head telling me that I'd be dead without you, babe. Without you. Had me hanging on so long. Turn around and I'd be gone without you, babe. Without you. So I lied. I cried. I died for you. The game of love was played your way. There's nothing more that I can say to you, babe. To you. We pay for lessons that we learned. The pain I brought was no concern to you, babe. To you. So I lied. I cried. I died for you. Now I try to be myself. Always get beyond the shelf. It's true, babe. It's true. So I lied. I cried. I died for you.
From the new album entitled Contagious, this is the Greg Kinn Band. It wasn't until after high school that Huey Lewis decided to become a musician. He taught himself to play harmonica while drifting through Europe, and upon returning to Marin County, California, where he grew up, he was ready to join a band. The band turned out to be Clover, a country rock outfit that released 2 albums but was a little unsuccessful at obtaining a 3rd contract until they were spotted in a club in L.A., where they were offered a record contract with Phonogram Records in England. So off to London they went and recorded 2 very unsuccessful albums. Eventually, Clover broke up when lead guitar player John McPhee went to go play with the Doobie Brothers. With the rise of new wave music, it was a bad break for a harmonica player, so back to California. In 1980, Huey Lewis gathered together a group of musician friends, and the rest is history. Thus we have Huey Lewis and the News. That's our show for this week, and we hope you've enjoyed it. For anyone who'd like to participate in the talent display, simply write to Talent, care of Cassin, HHSR number 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. Include your name and age, what it is you do, your phone number and return address, and we will respond. If anyone would like to share some feedback with us, you may write to Dance Effects, care of Cassin, HHSR number 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. We'd appreciate any comments you may have concerning the show. I'd like to thank our dancers for another terrific job of dancing. A special thank you to Volts for being our guest artist this week. They're terrific. And I'd like to thank all of you for tuning us in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. From Cassin in Margaretville, New York, welcome to Dance Effects. I'm your host, Jim Boxer, and tonight's show is jumping with the outrageous sounds of today's music phenomenon and the people who make it happen. We'll also feature a video clip of the roller skaters at the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles. If you're just tuning us in for the first time, we are a dance show which creates a space for you to come in and let your hair down to some of the sounds of today's music and to participate in some of the extra events featured in the show. Events such as Spotlight Dance, theme shows, music notes, contests for those in our audience as well as you at home, and much, much more. We'll also feature a talent display where we'll give some of you talented people out there who don't ordinarily get a chance to perform a chance to do so right here on the show. If you sing or play music, have a flair for dance, are a stand-up comic, or possess some other extraordinary talent, we'll give some of you the vehicle with which to express yourselves right here on TV. And I'll give you the details on this later. So without further ado, let's get the party started with one of the current hottest groups to come out of Los Angeles and the song that put them on the charts. These are Missing Persons.
Missing
The Go-Go's 1981 debut album, Beauty and the Beat, went double platinum. It also generated 2 smash hits, Our Lips Are Sealed and We Got the Beat. Their album topped the charts, but most important, they became the first all-female group to penetrate the top 100, let alone get to #1. Their follow-up album, Vacation, lacked artistry and commercial success, but failed to break the girls' momentum. What with changes in producers, Charlotte Caffey's hand injury that nearly caused the breakup of the band, and Gina Schock's open heart surgery that brought them closer together, they miraculously pulled together a triumph with their 3rd album, Talk Show, and are once again on a roll. These are the Go-Go's.
You don't wanna let
Okay. Now it's time for the Spotlight Dance, where we take two couples, give them the dance spotlight, and let them shake, rattle, and roll while we observe their every move. Providing the music for today's Spotlight, Shalimar. And let's meet our spotlight dancers. Over here we have
Rosemary Costello.
Elizabeth O'Connell.
And if you follow me over to this side of the room, we have
Linda Ondish.
And Calvin Faulkner.
Let's give our spotlight dancers a big round of applause, everybody. Okay, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Jeff Samuels has provided us with a video clip of the roller skaters at the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles, California, where skaters come out and pride themselves on their skating talents and abilities. Let us now take you to California. All right. Their first big hit was Don't You Want Me, and they're back with another one. This is the Human League.
She dreams of 1969.
Before the soldiers came,
The life was cheap on bread and wine.
and sharing meant no shame.
She is awakened by the scream.
Of rockets flying from nearby,
And scared she clings on to her dreams.
to beat the fear that she might die.
And who will have won when the soldiers have gone from the Lebanon? The Lebanon. Before he leaves the camp, he stops.
He scans the world outside,
And where there used to be some shops,
is where the snipers sometimes hide.
he left his home the week before.
He thought he'd be like the police,
But now he finds he is at war.
when we're supposed to keep the peace.
And who will have won when the soldiers have gone from the Lebanon? The Lebanon. The Lebanon. From the Lebanon. I must be
Okay. Dwight Twilley says he feels real good about being a rock and roll musician. After being plagued by numerous legal and financial problems, he's back on his feet with his fifth album, Jungle, in which he feels is the most direct and clear statement he's made so far, and also feels that having an album and a single in the top 100 helps an artist to feel accepted. From Jungle, here's Dwight Twilley.
I've seen so many things, I've been all over the world. Well, I've been upside down, but did it all for a while. I thought I knew everything between the bad and the good. I guess I was wrong because I misunderstood.
Once again, a grand finale to a grand show, and we hope you had fun. If you care to share some thoughts with us, write to Dance Effects, care of Cassin, HHSR No. 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. If you'd like a shot at the talent display, write to Talent, care of Cassin, HHSR No. 1, Margaretville, New York, 12455. State your name and age, what it is you do, your phone number, and return address, and we will respond. I'd like to thank our dancers for being with us tonight. A special thank you to Jeff Samuels for providing us with the roller skating video. And thanks to all of you for tuning us in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.